The Election Laws Amendment Act of 2016 introduced several changes to the administration and management of the general election. With just about 8 months to the polls, IEBC is cautioning that not all the requirements may be fulfilled. One of the requirements is that results be directly transmitted from the polling stations to the National Tallying Center.
The network coverage in the country, you only have 17% with 3G, then 10%, the 10% of our geographical representation has no network at all. So, and we do not really establish networks. So we really have to work with the Communication Authority and other partners to see how we can improve on the network coverage. But that tells you something, that there is much that the technology can deliver for you when it comes to an election. But there are also limits to that particular technology when it comes to elections. So we must always try to balance what is practical and the need for efficiency and transparency.
IEBC is now urging stakeholders to accept the reality of manual transmission of results in some parts of the country.
Our commitment as a commission is to ensure that the result that will be transmitted in the 2017 general elections will be transparent, will be secure, and will be easy to audit. Okay, so that is our commitment, be it using technology or the manual process.
A second phase of mass voter registration will be undertaken next month, IEBC targeting at least 5 million out of the 8 million Kenyans with national identity cards but yet to be enlisted as voters. Currently, there are 14.6 million registered voters, and the Commission hopes to have at least 22 million voters participating in the August polls. The amended elections law also required that there be a maximum of 500 voters per polling station. This also poses a logistical challenge to IEBC.
The net effect is that if you're going to have 22 million voters, the way we had projected it was going to be, we estimate that we are likely to have 57,000 polling stations, which will be almost 80% increment if you compare with the polling stations that we already have, about 33,000. With this capping now, what we're observing is that we'll need to budget for 13,000 polling stations, 13,000 new polling stations.
There has been friction between the Commission and the Opposition Alliance CORD over the procurement of the Integrated Electoral Management System. This system is required to streamline biometric voter registration and identification, as well as electronic results transmission. The Multi-Agency Technical Committee, with representation from the political parties, meets on Monday to approve the purchase of the new kits.
So our own projections, if we were to advertise on Monday or Tuesday next week, we're only projecting to get the kits in country on the 30th of April, according to our timelines, as you saw. And that is subject to quick decision making by the relevant decision makers, in this case the technical committee. And thereafter, the law gives us 60 days.
The process of recruiting new commissioners is underway, but could take a little longer after the selection panel re-advertised the chairperson position. Political temperatures have been on the rise, and there is growing anxiety over the vicious scramble for various elective seats in next year's general election. And this is what stakeholders want dealt with to ensure that the general election is conducted in a free and fair manner and that the outcome will be respected by all the players. Francis Gashuri, Citizen Weekend, Kwale County.